to get to. But the question was asked, like, if you new to this, like, what do you need to know? Like, basically, what's the cheat sheet? What is it that I just need to know right off the bat, and that's gonna take me from point A to point B? And it's a lot of scriptures. It's a lot of them. It's a lot that we could give. But my question would be, and I ask people this all the time, is it my job? And some of the people in the comments may answer this question wrong, but I'm not saying this so they can answer it wrong. I'm only going to use this as an example that way I can give you the scripture. Now, if anybody who's been listening to me teach long enough, you might know the answer to this. Am I supposed to, is my duty to lead you to Christ?
Shalom, shalom. First, I'll give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Ha Rakah Kodash Mamath. Never honor said, it's Apostle Jebas Shalom to you. I can walk in that expression with truth and sincerity. Come with you with a quick lesson. Basically touching on the topic on what those guys are kind of teaching about or talking about. Their doctrine is off because they believe in the Ahaya and Yasha names, and the guy he had a clean cut as well. But the topic that came up, what should you be learning as a beginner? And further on in the video, he started talking, or in the live stream, he started talking about some other things too. Talking about if it's his job to lead you to who he called Christos, or Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh. And I could play a little bit of it too.
My job, yes or no?
Can I ask?
To Christ.
All right, so in my belief, okay, based off of what the scriptures say, so okay, for instance, when the Most High Son left the earth, she said, "Well, Peter, I could be wrong because I know, hey, King Yahya, I know you know your scriptures, so don't beat me up too bad, all right?"
I ain't gonna beat you, man. I'm listening to you.
All right, so she said, "Well, Peter, I could be wrong because I know."
Hold on.
And
yeah, is it my job to lead you to Christ?
All right, so in my belief, okay, can I
lead you to Christ?
That's right.
My question would be, and I ask people this all the time, is it my job?
Yeah, that's right. So he didn't really give a clear answer or to the brother's question. He just went straight into another question. Not really giving an answer, so giving that brother the runaround, the old runaround, man. And it's tough. Cause you actually have some sincere brothers inside the live streams, and they're not, properly getting nurtured or edified. This is the book of Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Fine, man. So a part of that first step is seeking out that wise counsel, man. That'd be the first step to you, learning in the truth. Being new, obtaining unto wise counsel, so they could, teach you. the right way. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. So you can learn the law, and you can delight in it, and you can meditate on it, you know. Let me see. Go ahead and get this real quick. Proverbs 1. You know, and I always recommend like Sirach 2, or you know, just kind of reading up on the stories. You know, not really going into the mysteries, but going into more so like, you know, seeking your old past, learning about the stories, learning about Yahushua. You know, learning about his purpose. You know, his testimony, learning his testimony, man. That's what I meant to say. And it says, this is Proverbs 1 and 4 to get verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. You know, so if you wish to, you know, gain understanding, you're going to have to attain unto wise counsels. You know. And the Lord is going to properly guide your spirit to the right individuals that's in the truth, that can properly edify you on his words, and teach you and help you seek the old paths. Verse 6, to understand the proverb and their interpretation, to understand the proverb and their interpretation. You know, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, man. So the wisdom, the knowledge of it, and having the understanding as well. Ultimately, leaving it up to Yahweh Shemal Shadi, you know, to give you that increase. But here's the thing. It says, verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So you have to fear the Lord, so the Lord can bestow upon you knowledge, man. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. See, fools despise wisdom and instruction, you know. Instead of properly vetting and seeing, you know, not getting that proper understanding from, you know, a counsel, they rather despise the counsel. Verse 8, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. You know. So, you know, walking in the ways thereof, man, walking in the footsteps of the ones who got to the water first. You know, since you're this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 1. But wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all sparkings and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. God, because you're not just going to give a baby meat or unless they choke and die. So take your time, you know. Don't rush the process, man. It should be a beautiful time for you. You know, a beautiful time for you to understand the process of how it's done. You know, how the journey that the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shah has for you. To fully understand him in a different way. You know. Desire the sincere milk of the word, so desire it. You know, and drink, that you may grow thereby. And the Lord is going to give you the increase, man, if it's his will. You know, if you ask for it, and if you ask the Lord for wisdom, he'll bestow it upon you. You know, to fully grow into the man or woman that the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shah wants you to be. Putting away all the prideful thoughts of these other camps, you know. Trying to always You know, seem like the top person, you know, trying to be seen for men. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. So the Lord is gracious, and you know, having that, man, you're no more having that thirst, but you continue to drink. To whom cometh as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of Yahweh and precious, man, set apart. You know, ye also as lively stones are built up the spiritual house, a holy priesthood, to offer our spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. You know, doing that, going out there and teaching, starting showing ourselves, study to show ourselves approved, being set apart as Yahweh Shah was. You know, keep holding, lifting this scripture up as our banner. You know, and then and continue to learn it ever more. And going back to the question, what is it that you have to know? You know, what is the cheat sheet? You know, and truth be told, there is no cheat sheet, because you cannot cheat the process. The understanding comes first from reading. This is Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. You know, so I said, start out and read. The Lord said, blessed is he that readeth, and hear the words of this prophecy. So starting off by reading, man, and learning more about, you know, if you completely new, learn about more about the Revelations 1 and 12 and 13. And then from there, you know, some that, you know, John 3:16, learn more about that. And then you learn more about John 3:16, they're taking you to the Gentiles and Jews and Gentiles. You know, you understand the Jews and Gentiles. You understand that, you know, you got Hellenes, the Hellenistics, Jews, and then you had this regular Gentiles, man, for heathen nations. And all that, they'll give you a clear picture. And from there, you continue to read, and the Lord will continue to pop videos up on your feed from the brothers. You know, if you have a camp, if not, you can always watch the, I say going to the Apostle Tahar page, GMS declaring the end, or the in the line, the elder at the Lionston camp, Lionston main page, you know, and going under the comments and watching each one of the brothers' videos, because all of them have you know, different videos explaining different things, and the Lord can direct your footpaths by popping up videos on your feed. So let the Spirit guide you. As far as a cheat sheet, you know, truth be told, as I said before, it isn't one. It just depends on what the Lord wants you to start. You know, Everybody has different walks. You know, everybody's journey is different. Most of us, most of us had the same, similar journeys. So this is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So also starting with studying. 30, 45 an hour. However long within those increments, or even just reading the chapter. It's always the best, because you'll be able to, when it comes to rightly dividing the word of truth, you'll be grounded and you'll be fully confident in it. And that's the goal, to be fully confident and fully persuaded in your own mind. But that's it for this lesson. I hope it was edifying, and shalom.